Welcome to World Action and Reaction News. Today's news headlines are: UK Ultra Electronics signs defence systems contract for Indian Navy. Ultra Electronics Holdings plc said on Monday its maritime systems business has been awarded a contract from the Indian Ministry of Defence to supply the Indian Navy with defence systems. Under the contract's terms, Maritime Systems, with the support of its sister business Command and Sonar Systems and Indian Mahindra Defence Systems Ltd, will deliver defence systems based on Ultra's Sea Centaur product, which is currently used around the world, in particular by the UK's Royal Navy. The Defence, Security, Transport and Energy Company said the contracts would not make a meaningful contribution to revenue for 2017, due to the initial engineering phase and the time it will take for the subcontracts to be placed. The contract will take place over the next 3 years, with more revenue weighted towards the second half of the period when production deliveries are made. I am very pleased that Ultra has been awarded this contract by the Indian Ministry of Defence. It reinforces Ultra's position as a leader in the naval defence market, where it provides highly complex sensor systems, complex processing products and countermeasures to both our domestic and international customers, said Ultra Chief Executive Rakesh Sharma. Professor Udupi Ramachandra Rao, ex-ISRO chief and renowned space scientist, passes away. Internationally renowned space scientist U.R. Rao passed away early Monday, leaving the Indian Space Research Organisation, ISRO, bereft of the experience of a man who has been a part of all its launches in one capacity or another. He was 85. Rao, who breathed his last at about 2.30 am, was hospitalized earlier this year with a heart ailment. The former ISRO chief was serving as the chairman of the Governing Council of the Physical Research Laboratory and the Chancellor of the Indian Institute of Science and Technology at Trivandrum. Rao has held several top positions over the years, including at foreign universities. He has won 10 international awards and many national awards. After Satish Dhawan, he served as the chairman of ISRO for about 10 years between 1984 to 1994. Born in Adampur village in Udupi, Rao has continuously been associated with India's space program, working with people like M.G.K. Menon, who recently passed away, Satish Dhawan and Vikram Sarabhai. Israel Aerospace Industries, IAI, keen to collaborate with more Indian firms. State-owned Israel Aerospace Industries, IAI, is gearing up to take its recent defense contracts to the next level in India, and is keen to ink joint ventures with Indian firms, in which local companies will own 51% or controlling interest. In May, IAI, Israel's prime aerospace and aviation manufacturer, was awarded an additional $630 million contract for the supply of Barak 8 Long-Range Surface-to-Air Missile System, or SAM, for 4 ships of the Indian Navy, after an earlier $2 billion deal for the supply of Advanced Medium-Range Surface-to-Air Missiles, SAM, and missile defense systems to the Army. Shalom Revivo, Executive Director, International Sales and Marketing, IAI, told Business Line how the contracts reinforce IAI's global leadership position with regards to air and missile systems, and how the firm is looking forward to establishing local companies in India that will compete in defense tenders over the coming years. Edited excerpts. China will remain a threat to India in future, says Army Vice Chief. China, with its growing influence in the region, will remain a threat for India in the future, said Lieutenant General Sarath Chand, Vice Chief of Army Staff, on Tuesday, even as he defended the comment of the Army Chief, General Bipin Rawat, on a 2.5 front war. His comments come in the backdrop of the continuing standoff between the two armies at Doklam, which began on June 16 after Chinese troops tried to build a road in the disputed territory. Reliance Defence launches patrol ships for Indian Navy. Reliance Defence and Engineering, controlled by Reliance Infrastructure, said it launched the first 2 of its 5 patrol vessels being built for the Indian Navy at its shipyard in Pipavav, Gujarat. The ships are being constructed under the P-21 project. The company is also engaged in construction of 1 training ship and 14 fast petrol vessels, FPVs, for the Indian Coast Guard. The patrol vessels are armed with 76mm Super Rapid Gun Mount, SRGM, system along with two 30mm AK-630 guns which provide medium-range and short-range offensive and defensive capabilities, it said. The armament is remotely controlled through an electronic fire control system. The ships are fitted with 20,000 kilowatts diesel engine-driven propulsion systems and can deliver speeds up to 25 knots. All ship operations are controlled by an intelligent integrated platform management system which has interfaces for all operational activities on board the ship. The company has also built ice bulk carriers for a Norwegian company, offshore support vessels for ONGC and offshore deck cargo barges for NPCC UAE. It is also engaged in repairing and retrofitting commercial and defense ships as well as mobile oil drilling platforms for international clients. Allaying Indian concerns, Sri Lanka limits China's role to commercial operations at Hambantota Port. Sri Lanka's cabinet cleared a revised agreement for its Chinese-built southern port of Hambantota on Tuesday, the government said, after terms of the first pact sparked widespread public anger in the island nation. The port, close to the world's busiest shipping lanes, has been mired in controversy ever since state-run China Merchants Port Holdings, which built it for $1.5 billion, signed an agreement taking an 80% stake. Under the New Deal, which Reuters has examined, the Sri Lankan government has sought to limit China's role to running commercial operations at the port while it has oversight of broader security. Now, IAF plans to land its cargo planes on Agra-Lucknow Expressway after two successful touchdowns by its fighter jets on expressways in Uttar Pradesh last year. The Indian Air Force, IAF, will attempt to land its transport planes on the Agra-Lucknow Expressway in October. A state government spokesperson said the IAF was preparing to land its cargo planes on the road runway on the expressway. The Agra-Lucknow Expressway has India's first road runway. The IAF landed 7 of its Sukhoi and Mirage 2000 planes on the Unnao section of the expressway in November last year. Before that, the IAF had landed its Mirage 2000s on the Yamuna Expressway near Agra and on the airstrip at Saifi Village in Etawah district in May last year. The 3.3 km stretch of the 302 km expressway can be used to land fighter jets and transport planes in emergencies when military airfields are unavailable. Till now, IAF has not landed its planes on roads in any other state. The Agra-Lucknow Expressway was built at a cost of Rs 13,200 crore in 22 months by the Akhilesh Yadav government. The 6-lane expressway is India's longest one and can be expanded to 8 lanes.
Thanks for watching. I hope you like this news. Please share your views in comment box. Please like and share this video. Press subscribe button and bell for auto update to you regarding my channel World Action and Reaction News. Warn.